My name is Michelle Patterson. I'm a police officer with the City of Papillion, and I've been with the city for 16 years now, 17 years now. One of my assignments with the Papillion Police Department is I'm a part of the search and rescue team, which was actually started by Sarpy County Sheriff's Office. I joined the team a couple of years ago in a joint effort to start collaborating with, like we have a SWAT team that's a joint SWAT team, a couple other teams that are like joint teams. And so I'm the first person within the outside agencies of Sarpy County Sheriff's Office to be a part of the joint search and rescue team. They also have started, Sarpy County Sheriff's Offices and the outside agencies have also collaborated to start a dive team, which is fairly new. And so today the search and rescue team is collaborating with the dive team. This is the first time that we've actually worked together, so this is our first time here at Dive Ventures together, and kind of in the background right now I think they're all trying to figure out who's helping who and what's going to happen and kind of the logistics behind what our role is as search and rescue with the dive team. We have some pretty rough waters around Nebraska, and so all the divers are actually tethered, and we will hold ropes to make sure that they don't get lost or taken away in the currents. We're actually learning from them as far as what they need for support. It takes about anywhere from probably 12 to 20 people to get just a couple guys in the water, and that dive team's not that big, so we're kind of a huge support for them in that way. So for the search and rescue team, we're just working on them. With the dive team, we'll go down and recover something, and then we're working on, one, keeping them tethered, knowing where they are at all times. We'll help them. It's kind of a buddy system when you're with a dive team. So we will assist them with getting their suits on, making sure all their stuff is hooked up properly, and then helping them in the water, just kind of their go-to person if they need anything. And then once they find what they're looking for, they then will hand it to us, and we're the recovery people after that. And so that's, again, like why it's super important to train together, because there's actually a lot of different pieces that will be put together once we actually have to go and do this in real life. I think one of the big pushes came from a couple years ago when we had a little girl that was lost in the water, and we kind of saw the need for a dive team at that point. It's actually kind of surprising the amount of water we have. Just in Papillion, we have a small one over at Halleck Park. We have Prairie Queen, we have Walnut Creek. Apparently over in Ashland, they're making a big, huge community with a new lake. We have the Papio Creek, we have the Missouri. There's a lot just within ours. No, it's not your typical what people would think for like going and diving ventures and seeing pretty things. That's not what the job of these guys are. They're pretty much going to be in muddy, nasty waters looking for evidence, people. We get to train together. That's huge. And that's the importance of this one, is you kind of start to know the ins and outs and working together, and that's huge. And we don't get to train with, like the dive guys don't get to train with maybe Lincoln Search and Rescue Team, and maybe they do something different. We as a search and rescue, we don't get to go and train with Lincoln's dive team, and we don't know their ins and outs and what they like and what they want. So this is huge for that, kind of knowing the ins and outs of what we do. But the response time and having our own is probably going to be one of the most important things, is we can actually have an instant response now, and instead of having to get permission to like, hey, can we ask for Lincoln's dive team to come, and then they have to get permission to be able to join, and then all the hoops for that. We actually have instant access now to a dive team and a search and rescue team, and working together as one unit is beneficial beyond belief. Well, any training that we can get is always important, whether it's doing it jointly or doing it on our own. With the search and rescue team trains, I know, once a month, so does the dive team once a month. But anytime we can work together, it just makes us even better as a team. I'm just super excited for that we have the opportunity here to do this, that our cities allow us to do this, and we all work together. Currently at this training today, we have Papillion Fire, Sarpy County, Omaha Police, and Sarpy County Sheriff's Office out here. So again, it's not just one department working, it's several departments working together. And I think that that is amazing that we in Sarpy County have that kind of relationship with each other, that we all work together the way that we do.